Hi my friends, I'm doing a live video here, so if you are joining me right now live, that means I can see your comments. So if you comment below, there might be a little bit of a delay, like 30 seconds or so, but if you comment below, if you have questions, I can try to answer them during the live video. If you're seeing this after, I will get your comments, I'll see notifications, so you can still comment away, and of course you can always post in the group with any questions or reach out to me on your own. So I wanted to just share with you here what my goal is. So my biggest goal for you doing this challenge is to have a healthy relationship with food. And I say that because that's what my goal is. And you know, food has so much sugar in it, and that's what I've been sort of talking to you about the last few days. And there's a lot of hidden sugar, and there's a lot of sugars that have been even altered and chemicals that are being added that are super, super, super bad for us. But the problem is they taste good, right? And so depending on what your goals are, your goals may be different than mine, but my goals are to live a balanced lifestyle. So I'm not going to deprive myself. I still want to be able to enjoy some of those things that taste good that I know aren't very good for me. You know, I like to have wine. I like to, you know, have a dessert here and there and things like that. So I really, really, really do have a balanced approach. But most importantly, it's about trying to have a healthy relationship with food. And so there was a time where I would, you know, eat really healthy. I would practically starve myself, take fat burners and do all of those things because my goal really was just to look good. And that was it. I just wanted to look good. I didn't care about the effects of things. And that has changed for me drastically over the years. I've learned, and, you know, now I'm a parent and I have children, and, you know, I want to be a good role model and make those healthy choices and instill them in my children as well. It's not just so much about looking good, it's about being healthy. So in having a healthy relationship with food, it's about learning how to eat things in the right quantities. It's about learning how to read things or eat things in the right composition, and learning how to read labels and understanding what you're actually putting into your body. Once you understand what you're putting into your body, you can make better decisions. And so, like I said, back in the day, I used to kind of do things that were not so healthy. I would starve myself and do things like that. I don't really do that now, and I would like binge on stuff, and I will say guilty every once in a while. I'll, you know, kind of, especially near the holidays, or like if I'm at my mom's house or something and there's stuff there, I'll pick at it and pick at it, and it's almost like I just want to not even pay attention to the fact that I'm doing it because I know it's so bad, and just eat it really fast and then forget about it. I do it too. Like I'm sure some of you do, and I'm not afraid to say it because it's life and it's normal, right? But it's not good. It's not good to do those things. And I used to do things like that really badly. I used to like work out like a crazy person and then just come home and eat crap because I felt like I'm working out so I can like justify eating this garbage, and that's not okay. So having a healthy relationship with food is about understanding things and really kind of wrapping around in your brain and in your mind that connection with food. So yes, I might be working out, but that doesn't mean I can go and eat shit and still be okay or have the body that I want to have. So healthy relationship with food is a very, very good thing, okay? And a healthy relationship with food is about learning, okay, I can have a little bit of this to enjoy it as a treat or enjoy this, but I can't like go all out and be a pig and eat all of it and then feel terrible after. Terrible because you gave in to not having willpower and eating garbage, but terrible because you're flooding your body with toxins and all these other things, and your body is like, whoa, like what are you doing to me? So that really is what my goal as a healthy and fit life coach, that's what my goal is. My goal is to teach people to have a healthy relationship with food, to live a balanced approach, and to be knowledgeable about what you're putting into your body. I'm not here to tell you don't eat that ever or don't do this. I'm here to tell you to learn to be balanced, eat things with moderation, and give yourself more of the good things to help combat the bad things that you're giving. So I've made a few notes and I just want to go over it with you, but basically I've kind of talked about some of this stuff already. Sugar is a poison. It's absolutely toxic to your body. The only sugars that our body need for energy are the ones that we can already get through produce and natural dairy. You don't need to worry about those other than consuming them in moderation. I mean, if you're really watching your sugar sugar intake. You don't want to go crazy with that. But, you know, fruits, vegetables, and dairy, those are naturally occurring sugars. It's adding in the sugars. And the things that I've been trying to share with you are that sugar is hidden everywhere. It's in so many different things. So you really have to read the labels, and labels don't differentiate between a naturally occurring sugar and sugar that's added. So you have to go further than just looking at the label to seeing how many grams of sugar it is. You have to go looking at the actual ingredients. And the ones you really want to be afraid of for sure is the high fructose corn syrup. Like, if things have that in it, please don't buy it. There are many choices. Sometimes I will buy only sprouted organic bread, and then other times, for example, I'll buy you know, healthier whole grain bread that has no artificial ingredients, no high fructose corn syrup, but it has syrup in it. It's not organic, things like that. So it's really up to you as to what products you want to bring into your house. But there are some products that are super bad for you, some products that are kind of in the middle, and then some products that are like superior or the best ones to buy. So just be sure that you understand what ingredients are, okay, and which ones you should be staying away from. But sugar, again, it's absolutely toxic to the body. Adding sugar really does nothing for us. It's actually harmful for us. It tastes good. We're wired to want it because our body does need sugar for energy, and it really can't differentiate you know, distinctly between the two. So we automatically are going to want sugar. It's just natural. It's in us. And once we've had sugar, we always want to go back for it. It's almost kind of like a cocaine. Like, our brain remembers, it kind of releases that feel good, the dopamine in it. So it makes you want to have more of it. It is addicting, and that's bottom line. It's addicting. Okay. So you just really need to be careful about the sugar that you're adding into your diet and those hidden sugars. One thing I want to point out is there is a doctor, his name is Robert Lustig, and he has done all kinds of studies on pediatric hormone disorders. And so his whole thing is he's saying, hey, don't just be looking at sugar as calories. You really need to be looking at it as a poison. They are recognizing that it's doing more so, like, not just obesity, like it's actually adjusting hormones. It's kind of like controlling your body. And we should be, as adults, if you have children, we should be controlling the amount of sugar, just like we would control our children not being able to have alcohol in their system. So as a parent, we have a due diligence to be more understanding of the products that we're buying and the products that we're putting into our kids, because those ones, unfortunately, have the most amounts of sugar in them sometimes. And a lot of times we kind of have this mentality like, oh, kids will be kids, so, you know, we should let them have that. You know, they have their whole adult life to be healthy, but bottom line is we are creating them right now, and we're creating the health that they're going to have. So please be aware, especially with your children, about the amounts of sugar that you're getting. I'm looking to the left because I have some notes here, and I just want to make sure I don't forget anything. Consuming sugar has been linked to cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, stroke, diabetes, metabolic syndrome, depression, of course, obesity. I talked a little bit about how it taxes our liver, and people, 30% of our population have fatty liver disease, which is not from alcohol. So that's specifically because of the sugars and things that are put into their bodies and how their body is affecting it, and how overtaxed our livers are. Now has fat deposits and scarring from trying to repair itself. Really bad. Sugar also acidifies our tissues, so we want our body to be more alkaline, and when it has too much acid in there, it actually starts to cause diseases. And sugar creates harmful spikes in our insulin production, or our blood sugar, which also taxes the pancreas. It prompts increased output of serotonin, which is that feel-good brain chemical, which is why we love sugar so much, and why eating it also makes us high and feel good. But too much of it can cause brain fatigue, which drives us to want more sugar. And a lot of times people say, oh, I just need a little sugar kick or a little pick-me-up. And it's true, because we have it, we kind of have a pickup, but then we have a crash, and it really just taxes our body. So if you feel like you need a pickup, I would suggest getting outside and going for a short little walk, doing a little something just to get the blood flowing. Let's see here. Sorry, sugar. Oh yeah, so sugar causes volatility in our systems, which adds to stress, prompting the release of the hormone cortisol. Cortisol is like that stress in our body, and we don't want to have that. We need to kind of burn it off. So you want to do exercises to burn that off, or to even just kind of reduce the amounts of stress internally, like through meditation or yoga, things like that. Too much cortisol causes hypertension and suppresses your thyroid function, and again, it acidifies our tissues and increases the storage of abdominal fat, decreasing our immunity. Chronically high cortisol can actually cause cravings for sugar, salt, and fat, which we all seem to crave because we're constantly putting ourselves in a condition of being under stress in our bodies because of the ingredients that we're putting in. Not so much the stress that you feel, but just the stress that you're putting on your body itself. And I've just got some more notes here. Bear with me for a second because I'm pressing the wrong button on my computer and I'm not pushing the mouse down. Let's see. Okay, so I want you just to kind of imagine this scenario. So over and over and over again, we're giving our bodies dyes, flavorings, preservatives, and all the other like non-food ingredients that we see on the labels. Plus, we're giving our bodies pesticides and herbicides that are found in non-organic produce, hormones or antibiotics that are found in livestock, chemicals that leach into our foods from the containers that they're stored in. So you have to really think every single day we're kind of adding in a little bit more poison to our bodies, and we're actually feeding ourselves things that are actually damaging our nutritional profile. So just a really good point. I know that's not all about sugar, but I wanted to just show you or demonstrate to you how overtaxed our bodies and our organs are, because our liver is trying to process everything that we take in, and we're taking in chemicals, we're taking in antibiotics, we're taking in so many things from the outside world, and then we're adding in the sugar and the chemicals and all of these things, and it's truly, truly, truly wreaking havoc on our bodies. Our bodies literally are in an inflamed state, and so when you have inflammation in your body, it's like it's literally always sick on the inside. And a lot of these chronic diseases that we're seeing today are all related to inflammation. And inflammation, number one, is caused by excessive amounts of sugar and all of these other external things that we're putting into our body. So you really, really, really just need to be careful about reading labels and looking at everything. So I know this is about ditching the sugar, but like I said, I want to promote a healthy relationship with food. I want to promote the people being able to understand, have knowledge about the things that they're putting into their body so that they can make better choices. And so that you can live a balanced approach. I'm not saying you can't ever have these things. I am not perfect by any means, and I'm always trying to be transparent and sharing that with my friends, because I do enjoy wine, I do enjoy cake or a dessert or something like that. But I try to be on point and careful with my nutrition the other days of the week so that I can enjoy those things in balance. And when you're giving your body more of the good stuff and less of the bad stuff, you will have that balanced approach. So that's today's video. I hope you've been able to get a lot of information from it. I hope this is helpful for you. Provide feedback for me. Let me know, if you want me to talk about something else a little bit more, if there's another topic I haven't brought up that you're interested in, or if you want to get serious with your nutrition and you want to have a professional nutrition plan and a professional fitness plan, which is what I do, I'd be happy to get you going with that. I do have a challenge group that's starting on Monday for a new fitness program that I'm doing, from beginner to advanced. It's for anybody. You can do it from your own home on DVD. It's like some workouts are 30 minutes, some are like 20 something, some are a little bit more. There's also other fitness programs, but the one that I'm doing is Core to Force, which is learning how to be a badass. It's really cool, actually. I really, really enjoy it. And as a woman, it's empowering to learn how to be able to defend yourself. And I think that's huge. And of course, it burns a lot of calories, and that's what we want, right? We want to look good too, and it gets your heart rate up and all that other good stuff. So if you're interested in being in that with me, please, please, please reach out to me, because I will welcome you with open arms and get you into the next challenge, into the next supportive group. It's actually really cool. It's got full nutrition and meal plans to follow. It's got portion control containers, which teach you the right amount of proteins, carbs, and fats for your body, how much you should be eating, and food lists that coordinate with each of those. It's super easy to follow, and it really is eye-opening. It really does teach you that right composition of your macronutrients, as well as providing you with the micronutrients that you need through the health shake that I drink every single day. It's a challenge, comes with all of that stuff. So it's awesome. It's great. I don't know how else to tell you to do it other than to say it's been life-changing. I kind of started with these programs 2 years ago now, and I've never looked back. So I hope that you will join me. So please let me know if you're interested in that. But again, as far as the Ditch the Sugar Challenge, you guys are doing awesome. I love that everyone's posting in this group. I love the support, and just everybody commenting and reaching out to everyone. That is amazing, and it just like, it makes my heart happy, especially today on a day where I know people are kind of somber and we haven't had the best of news. To some people it's great news, but you know, I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm here to talk about being positive and you know, living a happy life and having that healthy relationship with food. So I hope this has been helpful. Again, reach out to me with any questions. Take care. Bye-bye.